For Zetta, we were dealing with the typical post M&A challenges, right? Fragmented systems, siloed data, and inconsistent reporting. My name is Wesley Richters, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Beacon Mobility.
Wes and I will be discussing Beacon's transformational journey and the role Zetta played in that process. Beacon is a leading provider of outsourced transportation services to high-needs populations, serving both adults and school children across 25 states in the United States. And its network has grown to include more than 29 companies nationwide.
First thing is I would say is I'm completely honored that we have Zetta as one of our partners today. And what I would say to anyone who's looking for a new technology partner, right, is that leaders need partners who execute with speed and precision. And it's not just about advice. We're looking for somebody that wants to really be and help us shape the journey that we're on. And, I would add that it's also important to be done in a cost-effective method. So when you're able to find a partner that can help you manage those things, it really helps you unlock that value that we've been talking about today. And I really do believe that Zetta's execution-first approach really helped us unify fragmented systems, helped us build real-time tools, and we're not done yet. We have a lot of work to do together, and I'm really excited about our partnership. And so I tell anybody that's looking for a partner that can help them unlock some real technological value to definitely consider Zetta.
With that said, Wes, let's jump right into value creation and efficiencies. How did improvements like reducing manual processes, modernizing data, or accelerating reporting cycles impact Beacon's ability to expand margins?
Yeah, I think this has been achieved in several ways, which have had direct and measurable impact. And really, two things come to mind. First are manual workflows. Manual workflows are intensive and sometimes can be really prone to error. So automating these tasks has really been helpful for us in many areas, such as how we've been able to reduce labor costs and overtime, or minimizing errors and rework with our financial functions as much as in our operational functions every day. And lastly, and most importantly, I would say it's really helped us free up time for our teams to focus on high value activities where our people can spend more time with our customers and give greater focus and attention to the rider experience.
I'd like to move on to operational impacts versus consulting firms. How did Zetta's execution first approach differ from the other consulting partners you've worked with?
Yeah, look, Zetta's execution first approach method really stood out from traditional consulting firms in several ways. First, I would say is their leadership. I mean, we find partners who mirror our values and really want to be connected part of our journey. And that's Zetta. And I can honestly say that. And many firms, sometimes focus heavily on wordy strategy decks and presentations or high level recommendations without that deep understanding of who a company is. And I think Zetta has really worked hard at understanding who Beacon is, aligning with our strategy, and really helping us unlock that potential we're looking for. So, look, we needed a partner who truly did understand us in every one of those ways. And they knew that it came down for us to speed, precision, and really being able to produce tangible results. That was a priority for us. And we think that we're able to achieve that with Zetta. They didn't just advise, they embedded directly within our teams. And it's been really awesome because we feel that in many ways, our Zetta colleagues are a part of our Beacon family and working with us every day, rolling up their sleeves and really trying to deliver immediate impact.
What percentage of savings or return on investment acceleration have you seen moving from that traditional consulting firm to an execution first partner like Zetta?
Great question for an operator. Always looking to accelerate ROI and add value. So, look, I think from a savings standpoint, we've been able to realize significant savings being partnered with Zetta. And when we originally went into the marketplace trying to source and look for vendors that we were going to partner with, we were pleasantly surprised at how incredibly price competitive Zetta was. And not only did we realize that value through our partnership so far, I think Zetta has really stood behind their commitments and is providing exemplary, service and helping us really deliver the quality products that we've been looking for from the very beginning.
Before Zetta stepped in, what was the impact of fragmented systems and siloed data on your operations, Wes?
Yeah, another great question. Look, before Zetta, we were dealing with the typical post M&A challenges, right? Fragmented systems, siloed data, and inconsistent reporting. And each acquired business had its own tools and processes, which made it incredibly difficult to get that unified view that you're looking for of the business. So it really slowed down decision making in many ways, and it made it harder to identify margin improvement opportunities at scale and across the business. For example, our teams were spending excessive amount of time manually reconciling data across different systems just to produce some of our basic everyday operating reports. And not only delayed insights, but it also introduced errors and really limited our ability to really act quickly. In this fast changing and fast moving world, our ability to kind of move with our business every single day is critical to our success. So performance monitoring was more, reactive before, where now we're moving to a more proactive environment, and decisions, can be made much faster. And in many times today, we can do it in real time with data and information. So I would say working with Zeta has really changed that by collaborating together on a unified data foundation and integrating all of our systems together so they can talk to each other in a meaningful way. And that shift didn't just improve operational efficiency. It really allowed us at Beacon to unlock faster, smarter margin expansion across the various strategic initiatives that we have behind what we're trying to do with Beacon today.
I'd like to move on to AI and future readiness. Private equity backed companies face pressure to adopt AI, but few scale effectively. With Zetta, Beacon moved from pilot projects to scalable adoption in forecasting, routing, and process optimization. How is AI part of Beacon's daily or strategic operations today?
Any company's ability to use and leverage AI is going to really help them transform their business. But here at Beacon, right, we've made it an intentional to recognize the power of implementing AI into our strategy to really unlock that untapped value. And AI has become really a core part of how we operate. And so we kind of say we operate from an AI first mentality. So not just in isolated pilots, but we're really looking to create scalable solutions where day-to-day processes that really deliver and drive real business value. And how Zeta's helped is it's helped us really move beyond experimentation and helped us really embed AI into key operational areas. And so what's really cool is now that our systems are connected, we're now able to focus on leveraging AI to make them and help them talk to each other. And that really helps us automate and streamline repetitive tasks and helps us automate a lot of things that people were doing over and over again, sometimes creating errors. Sometimes it was a lot of people that had to do that work before, but now AI can do that for us and helps us eliminate a lot of that not core focus, people focused work that we're trying to deliver every day.